U.S. representatives and officials. They are meeting with Russian representatives right now to kind of work out some of the details. But headline is that Ukraine agreed to the core terms of this peace deal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking sort of through some of the headlines here. It's interesting. Earlier this morning, one of the things that we were reporting on was a missile strike that Russia launched into Ukraine, sort of the heart of Ukraine, the capital there. It killed several people. But now it does look like we have this information about a potential deal.
Yeah.
One of the things that was sort of holding it up before was the possibility that Ukraine may have to give up too much of its territory, and that Russia was getting a lot of the things that it wanted on its wish list. So as we sort of come to understand a little bit more about this, we think we might get some details about that. Nothing in there so far?
Nothing in there so far, and we never actually saw the draft of that original peace deal, but some critics had been saying that this was going to be a Russian wish list originally, and so some people were not happy with that. The Ukrainian president was saying he just wants some fair treatment. He said that they had some very tough decisions to make with this. One of them was conceding some territory. Another one was that they would possibly be barred from joining NATO. So we don't know what's been worked out. We don't know if this latest strike, 25 people were killed overnight in that strike.
25 people.
25 people. And we don't know if that maybe played into...
It's interesting because we know that President Trump sort of had a high-profile meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Sort of things didn't move along. Obviously, Ukrainian President Zelensky has come, Volodymyr Zelensky has come to the U.S., had that meeting where he was sort of, he was sort of confronted by the president and the vice president about some of the issues that they were talking about here. Maybe they weren't grateful enough to some of the U.S. aid that has been given over the last several years. But now it does appear that Zelensky will be coming back.
Yes.
And that there will be more talks about that. Okay.
Yes, the alert says at the earliest suitable date this month. So.
Okay. Well, Haley, I know that's not what you were here to talk about initially,
No.
but that's one of the things that sort of happens when we're on Newsroom Live is things happen. And as they're happening, we like to talk about them. So, Haley, thank you very much.
Of course, thank you.
And so let's just, before we go, I want to jump back to what's happening up in Upper Manhattan, which is the event with Governor Kathy Hochul, Cardinal Dolan, and I believe this is Representative Espaillat. And he is speaking right now, and they're talking about some of the turkey giveaways that they are doing. So yeah, there we go. If Aisha, if you can take that video there. If not, we can go to a quick break, and then when we come back, we can check in with what's happening there, because we know obviously it's that time of year when you see that there's the outreach, whether it's from the government or whether it's from many of these organizations, that this is the time of year when people need help. I mean, you sort of hear about some of those headlines.
Absolutely.
All right, so what do you want to do here? Do you want to take a quick break, or do you want to try to go to, go to a break, right? Yeah. All right, so we'll go to a quick break. When we come back, we'll check in with what's happening up there with that turkey giveaway with Catholic Charities. All right, thank you, Haley.
Thank you.
He's wrapping up the forecast. He's going to come over here. We'll talk to him.
All right, let's take you over to Inez Rosales and see what's going on with the commute. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Mike's ready. He's ready to talk about the weather with us.
How was that? What'd you think?
That was a good one. That was a real good forecast. Yeah,
You like that?
that was good.
I mean, I put on my best for you, so, everyone needs to know what the deal is. I love how we're doing this live on the air and try not to disturb Inez at the same time. I try to have some respect.
Have some respect, and we should for Inez, right? So, I know you're talking about the 7-day.
Yes.
Today it's going to start raining a little later on this afternoon.
That's right. Oh, you're listening. I love when he listens to me, because sometimes, it's questionable. Actually, you always listen to me. But yes, the clouds thicken right now, and then the rain gets going later this afternoon into this evening. About a 50 to 60% chance of showers during the day, but it's more like 80% at night. So it's this evening into tonight that the heavier showers come on by.
And can you show us on your fancy computer here how that works? Yeah, show us.
Let's go show you some of the stuff that I've been working with here. Because it's not all, just like fun and game and magics, but here it is. Now, we got the 7-day forecast up here first, but I was talking...
Look, Inez is done too. Look, there she is. She's coming over. Okay, Inez is done too.
What's he saying?
She just finished. How did it go?
Oh, it went great. It's busy. It's going to be very busy later on.
It's a gridlock alert day.
It's a gridlock alert day, big biggest traffic day of the year. So afternoon, between noon and 9 p.m., not a good idea.
Did Mike ever show you what's going on? What were you going to say? You're going to jump in on her?
I'm still trying to figure out gridlock alert day. I think we're all a little perplexed. Like, what makes a gridlock alert day? But it's always something it's a little mysterious, isn't it?
Am I going to be a moderator between you two? What's going on here?
Gridlock, you always ask that. Gridlock Alert Day has to do with Midtown Manhattan, traveling around the area. We have a lot of tourists. A lot of people from the Macy's parade are coming into town. So that's what makes it a Gridlock Alert Day today. And then you have a combination of that and people going to work, because, some people are not going to work tomorrow. Yeah. It's a half a day or something.
They're hitting the road, Jack.
So Mike was showing us on his fancy machines here how he knows that it's probably going to be raining a little later this afternoon. What are we looking at here?
I'm going to go right to the localized futurecast to show you what the models are saying in terms of rain coming in. So advance it forward, see how we go forward into the afternoon. Right around 11 or 12 o'clock, see how those green shades are starting to show up here? On the, this is the futurecast imagery. It shows us what the clouds and showers, how it should be developing. And it kind of intensifies as soon as we get beyond lunchtime.
Right, so this is like 6 o'clock now, right?
Yeah, 6 o'clock. Then your rain risk is up to like 50 to 60%. Then it goes, look at that. We get like heavier pockets of rain coming through. I get excited for stuff like this. This is really good stuff. I mean, it's just heavier pockets of rain come through for short periods of time. Then it kind of comes and goes, ebbs and flows. But we still see those sort of showery situations all the way through tomorrow as well. So a lot of folks are traveling, as Inez mentioned. Today's a big travel day, but tomorrow is as well. So
I want to ask you one other thing. Before we saw, and I showed it a few seconds ago, we showed the pink sky this morning, and you said it was like an omen, or is like a something like that?
There's an old saying, it's an old saying that I guess like the mariners used to use in the past: red sky in the morning, sailor's warning.
Oh boy,
and then red sky at night,
sailor's delight.
Oh boy, she even knows.
She's just paying attention.
I've heard it.
Did you know this, Dan? I didn't know if you know this. She actually took the full meteorology course from Mississippi State University, so she's got her background in meteorology.
Well, what happened?
I learned. I got stuck in traffic, which is good. I like traffic.
So she's kind of like, she got two sides to that coin.
Guys, and real quick, I feel smarter about the weather. And the
you
traffic.
do?
I did a little bit, yeah. So I got to get out early today,
Yes.
or just deal with the rain. Thanksgiving's gonna be okay. It's gonna be cold.
It's gonna be cold. The wind. We gotta see what happens. Sometimes how like the big Snoopy balloon. Have you ever seen those days where the balloon pops?
Oh yeah.
We don't want Snoopy to pop, but at least we don't want Snoopy, swinging around dangerously, knocking into the lamppost and knocking into people. So
watch those
it's gonna be
gusts.
one of those days we have to look out for that. Thanksgiving.
And then after Thanksgiving, of course, we're into Christmas. People are always happy around Christmas. They like to watch their comedy movies. They put out the new list, top 100 comedies. Do you got comedy movies?
Oh, okay.
Do you guys have a favorite? Inez, I'll start with you.
Oh, that would be on that list. I would think Airplane.
Airplane. That's a good one. That's in the top 100. That is in the top 100. I have to look to see what number it is.
Airplane was a good one.
Mike, I know this is tough for you. I know you watch movies and you forget them, but anything you got, any funny movies you've ever seen in your whole life?
That comes to my mind, but I know it's completely not PC. Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles is on the list too.
Is it on the
It's
list?
on the list. Yeah, Blazing Saddles. Mine is Anchorman, because you can't go wrong. For us, you can't go wrong, and you're still quoting it, after all these years. So anyway,
Wait, what is number one?
number one is Naked Gun.
Oh, that's a good one.
That was a good one.
Okay, okay.
And so,
I
anyway,
got some good TV viewing to do through the holidays here. So.
that's right. All right, well, we've wrapped up enough of our time. We'll send it to a break, and I will be right back after this break. All right, welcome back, Newsroom Live. I'm Dan Bowens. Thank you so much for being here with us, taking a live look at our big board. If you look up there, you can see Briella. Briella, can you wave? Can you wave for the camera there, Briella? Just wave so we know. There you are. You see her waving in live view 1 right there. Okay, there she is. So, Briella, let's come out to you. You obviously are at the airport. Today's one of the busiest travel days, if not the busiest, that we might have. What's going on out there where you are today, Briella? What are you seeing? What are you hearing?
Yeah, Dan, good morning. The busiest in 15 years, according to transportation officials. So a pretty big Thanksgiving travel period we're looking at right now. And earlier this morning, we saw a rush. A lot of people, families coming through the doors to Terminal B at around 6:30 in the morning. I know we were talking about it on Good Day, and you said that every live shot, it seemed that more and more people were coming until a certain time. And then there was a kind of a lull, and that's what we're experiencing now. The boards behind me, there are a few cancellations that the airlines have added in the past hour or so. Now, a lot of them are, of course, weather related. In the southeast, I know in Texas, we saw some pretty bad storms that hammered them over the past couple of days. So that may be the issue there. But when it comes to the government shutdown being over, Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says there's really nothing to worry about. Air travel should resume as normal this week. And today alone, the busiest day of the 10-day period, 52,000 scheduled flights. So a lot of people are going to be making their way to the airport. The TS, yep, for sure.
A busy day. I'm just looking at my notes here. I got 8.7 million travelers expected in New York City region during the travel period. So that's a lot of people. And obviously the shutdown, kind of, we're past that, thankfully. It looks like kind of the air traffic controllers obviously are back. And I know you spoke to some people out there this morning. I want to go ahead, because you were out there all morning. You talked to so many people, did such a great job for us this morning. Let's go ahead and just take a listen to some of the people who you talked to, Briella, and then we'll come back to you. So let's take a listen to that real quick.
It's the first time we're flying domestic in a long time. We usually do 40-day trips to Europe, to Asia. Airport looks pretty empty. That's one of the reasons we're going this early.
Things back to normal, so I feel okay. I feel comfortable. Enough.
You feel good?
Yeah, I feel pretty good.
All right, so there we go. We heard from just a couple people there, and we heard from some of the people who you spoke with there this morning, Briella. Does it seem like people, you know, like are kind of feeling like things are back to normal, like they're kind of in a good mood, like, okay. I mean, because that's busy. It's 10:20 on a Tuesday morning, and it's busy there behind you.
Yeah, I think people are sort of just optimistic. Even a lot of the people I spoke to, I kind of had to like pull the words out of them. I'm like, is your flight on time? What's going on? They're like, yeah, you know, depending on where they're going, Florida, other places on the East Coast, mostly, at least the people that I spoke with, they're kind of just excited to see their families. They're checked out. They're in that holiday mood. Also, another interesting mention, Dan, is that some airlines say that bookings went up by 15% the weekend after the shutdown ended. So these are people who may have been a little bummed out. They thought they couldn't fly for the holiday, and at the last minute they're like, oh, this is great, you know, we have more of a chance of getting to our destination on time to see our families. They booked, they may have had to pay a little bit more if those prices went up, or, you know, last minute bookings, but they're getting to see their families. So I think they're just sort of psyched about that in general.
All right, Briella, thank you very much. We appreciate all the time you spent you've been at the airports for 2 weeks. You were there for all the air traffic controllers. Now you're here for the travel days. And I'm sure you're going to be there when people are coming back. So, Briella, thank you very much. I know you've been up early. Let you get out of there, get home, unless you want to get on a flight and go down to Florida or something like that. So, Briella, thank you.
That would be nice. Yep. Yeah. Fox 5's transportation correspondent, I have been deemed.
We love it. All right, Briella, we'll come back to you probably tomorrow. For now, go home, get out of here. We appreciate it. All right, so it's 10:23, Aisha, and we're going to go to just a quick break here. And when we come back, I want to take a live look back at Live View 3. This is where they're doing the turkey giveaway. Governor Hochul and Cardinal Dolan. We don't have to go to it now. There we go. All right, there we go. So let's stick with it. Can we hear? Can we bring up her audio real quick? Let's see. Moro's the photographer there. Moro, if you can hear me, can you nod the camera like up and down? Moro, can you ask the governor, just tell her we're live on our streaming channel. If there's anything at all that she wants to say to New Yorkers, she could say it right now. Do you mind to ask her that? Would that be okay? Can we bring the audio up for Governor Hochul again, please? All right, so we're just trying to get close. All right, Moro's talking to her. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, hold on. Let's see.
People are struggling. People are hurting. The cost of food, the cost of utilities, the cost of the rent, everything is going up. We're here today to remind people of the struggles of New Yorkers and let them know we're here to fight for them. And when Washington tries to take away benefits, food benefits from our hungry New Yorkers, they have a fight on their hands. Hopefully never again will they use food as a tool to weaponize against our people. So that's what happened during the shutdown. We're here today to say we reject that. We stand together, united. Happy Thanksgiving.
Feliz Día del Pavo.
All right, let's put this in your bag.
Such a real moment there. Governor Kathy Hochul, we appreciate it. Live here on Newsroom Live, that's the kind of thing that you will only see here as things are happening. So we were going to take a break. I'm glad we didn't because the governor was giving out those turkeys. So we'll take a quick break now. And when we come back, we got a lot more going on. So stay with us. All right, we are live again here on Newsroom Live, and you can see we're still covering this event. You can see how many people are really coming out for this Catholic Charities event. This is live, happening right now in New York. This is Upper Manhattan, right there in the city, obviously the West Side. Catholic Charities giving out those turkeys. Mauro, can you still hear me? Can you hear me? Can you nod if you can hear me? Yeah, okay. Mauro, I know to your left, there's Cardinal Dolan there. Do you mind asking him if he's available, or not available, but if he has anything he wants to say to New Yorkers? We're streaming it live right now. We could bring his audio back up. Let's hear if we can do anything here.
There you go.
Oh my God, sorry. Hopefully you are still live. Step back. Okay, good. You're good.
I am still. Okay. They're asking me to talk to you right now. Happy Thanksgiving. Cardinal, I'm live right now with Fox 5. Way to go. I'm half dead. What do you say to New Yorkers? I say happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for making this possible. We Catholic Charities at the Archdiocese couldn't do it if it were not for the generosity of our good people. You know the sisters, Mother Teresa's sisters are here. They got a beautiful home here in Harlem. They have lunch every day for the hungry. So make sure you take some turkeys, you hear? All right?
Thank you. Thank you.
So thank you, and a blessed Advent and Thanksgiving. See you at Christmas. How are you?
Amazing work out there. Thank you so much. All right, so that was up there, Cardinal Dolan, Governor Kathy Hochul, giving away those turkeys. So that was really a special moment, and so we appreciate them. We appreciate what they're doing as they help out New Yorkers this morning. We could take a look outside. Let's go to one of our live cameras. Yeah, we could take a look quickly outside. There we go. We're kind of trying to take some time before we head up to Hunts Point in the Bronx. And so we're going to be speaking with one of the representatives up there at that farmer's market in just a second. So let's see, can she hear me? Can you hear me, Hunts Point? Are you able to hear me? Let's see, can you hear me? If you can hear me, give a nod. Give a nod. If you can hear me, give a nod. All right, so she's our representative from the Hunts Point market. Can you hear me? If you can wave. You can wave. We're streaming here, so we're just trying to get in touch. And as we try to get in touch with her, because obviously right now a lot of people are picking up some of their goods that they need. Thanksgiving, do you got a favorite? My favorite is always the pumpkin pie, maybe the sweet potato pie. I go with the sweets in the dessert. So we're going to check in with her because Hunts Point, if you're not familiar, up in the Bronx, that market that they have there is so busy. And it gets so active and so many people are there. They want to pick up their supplies. But more importantly, what they have there is the stuff that gets shipped to the grocery stores, which is the stuff that we end up eating. So we'll check back in with her. Let's see if she can hear me. Can you hear me?
Hello? Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Yes, she can hear me. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Hello and good morning to you. So just quickly, Can you just introduce yourself? Because they said, oh, we're going to go live to Hunts Point. They didn't tell me your name, so I apologize. But just introduce yourself, who you are,
okay.
And what it's all about up there today.
Hi, my name is Judy Fearman. I work at Fearman Produce Exchange. I'm the Executive Vice President, and today is considered the busiest day of the year, but I consider it the busiest week. We have 3 times the normal amount of produce leaving the market today, and just to get on your plates for Thanksgiving.
And for people who aren't aware, Hunts Point and the market there is really well known, especially among the grocers of the world, because this is where a lot of people get their fresh food that they end up buying in some of those ingredients. Can you sort of talk to me a little bit? Talk me through how it works.
So basically we have our shippers who we're very close with and work closely with in California, Canada, Mexico, Florida, anywhere over the states. They ship us the products straight from their farms to the market, and those products go to the grocery stores, restaurants, bodegas, any place you can imagine.
And so
straight from the market.
What are some of the things that are most popular this time of year that you've seen? I mean, what are the things where you're like, man, if you don't put your order in now, this is going to run out pretty quick, or is there kind of an endless supply of everything?
I mean, everything runs out, but for us, potatoes, onions, lettuce, cucumbers, peppers, anything.
And is this
we order lots of for this week?
Is this the time of the year where you'll have is it really the grocers who come to you and tell you what they need, or are you guys sort of letting them know what's available? I mean, kind of what's the sort of exchange like back and forth?
They usually tell us what they need. We do our best to supply them, and we work closely with our shippers to make sure that everyone is happy.
You know, I can see behind you, it's busy. I see like there's workers going this way. There's somebody carrying a cart that way. You know, I mean, can you put into context just sort of like what it's like to show up there at 6 o'clock in the morning and just to see everyone sort of working? And is that kind of what happens? I mean, every time I look up, there's somebody walking behind you.
Yeah. In order for this operation to work, we have a great team of people, whether it's the people upstairs who are buying the products, the people downstairs, our salesmen, the porters. We all work together to make sure that everyone is happy. They get their products and pick them up and deliver them.
What's a product that some people might be surprised that's popular this time of year, or is there something that's sort of unique that you think maybe a vegetable or a fruit or something that you say, wow, I didn't know that was going to be one of our more popular items?
Honestly, everything's popular because we have the lettuce for the salad, potatoes, sweet potatoes for our mashed potatoes for Thanksgiving. Something that's popular is squash. We have a lot of squash this time of year. Yes.
Wow. I know my favorite. I'm like a sucker for the pumpkin pie and the sweet potato pie. I mean, of course, I love the turkey and all that. I know that's not what you guys special in there. You got any favorites? Any favorites for yourself or anything along those lines?
My favorite are mashed potatoes.
Ooh.
Love mashed potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. Always my side.
Love it. All right. Well, we appreciate you making time for us because I can see how busy it is, and I know how busy you guys are there. Any last word for anybody who's watching on our stream here about Thanksgiving and sort of what you guys want to get out there from the market?
Yeah, anyone could come to the market. Just pay $5 at the toll. You could come get produce at wholesale, and at the end of the day, if we don't sell everything, we love to donate it to our local food banks and soup kitchens around New York City, so everyone can have a happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's so wonderful. We're just sort of live with the governor and Cardinal Dolan at a Catholic Charities event, so I'm sure you guys have played a role in that at some point as well. So thank you very much. Good luck, Hunts Point.
Thank you.
Up in the Bronx, we appreciate you. Okay. All right, so we'll come back out here, and yeah, we got a lot going on this morning. Oh, can we look? Can you bring up ELC 1? I think we got some action here. I think we got. What is happening here? Look, what is that? A turkey? That looks like a turkey, and I have a feeling that turkey is going to get pardoned this morning because that looks like a very official rug. I feel like this is maybe in the White House. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's in the White House press room. I think that turkey in just a few minutes, Caroline Levitt looks like maybe she's got some family members there. But can we bring up her audio? What's she talking about there? What's going on?
Pumping air into their chest. They're regulating their body temperature. They're fanning, so they're showing off for you. So if these turkeys were in the wild, they're wanting to attract a female. That's how they're strutting about. So they just enjoy their day, having corn and soybeans and a little bit of vitamins and minerals, and enjoying their life on the farm. Oh boy. You want to see the turkey? We'll bring him a little closer to you, maybe away from the edge.
Oh my gosh. Can you tell us a little bit about how the turkeys spent their evening in Washington last night?
Well, we haven't seen the room bill yet, but we know that they got into the minibar a little bit. But they just enjoyed their day yesterday at the Willard. They had a red carpet welcome on Sunday. They did over 20 interviews, I believe, yesterday. So they got a good night's rest last night, and we're ready to go early this morning. I think CBS came and saw them.
Has the president met Waddle yet?
Not yet.
No?
No. So he has no idea that he's pardoning and why he's pardoning.
Oh no, he knows. He knows a lot about him. We've been able to do this. This will be our 78th presentation here, and it's just a true honor for the U.S. turkey industry to have this national stage. All righty. Well, thank you, Waddle. That was quite the performance. Very well-behaved bird. And we'll see you all for the official pardon in about an hour and a half. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
All right, so that was, we weren't expecting to see that turkey. But yeah, that turkey got pardoned. And listen, anytime you go to the White House, press briefing room, there's a little bit of people feel one way or the other, a lot of going on in politics. But let's put that aside this morning for the good of the turkey. Okay, that turkey's going to get pardoned. So we'll take a quick break. It is 10:37. We appreciate you sticking with us. Man, we did a lot of stuff already today, right? All right, we'll take a break. We'll come right back. All right, see, when she points to me like that, that means it's time to go. Aisha, thank you very much. Doing such a great job working on the, what do you call it, the ones and twos, working the DJ booth over there. You can see we got the live video. We got everything that is happening this morning. So we've been talking live about, what's been going on up in this corner with Governor Kathy Hochul. They're giving away those turkeys. Obviously very important issue that is happening here in the city, giving away those turkeys to those who are in need. Look, can we take a look just real quick? I know, Aisha, I didn't say that that's what we're going to do, but let's take just a look again. I think this is just so remarkable. So that's live view 2, so you can see it. Yeah, look at this. I mean, look at this line. This is in New York this morning on the Upper West Side, actually way up in the tip top of Manhattan, up in Upper Manhattan. Governor Kathy Hochul is there giving away some of those turkeys along with Cardinal Timothy Dolan. So they're doing that good work. It's all part of Catholic Charities. Yeah, so this is at the Lieutenant Joseph P. Kennedy Community Center. Earlier this week, Cardinal Dolan actually kicked off the Catholic Charities giving season. It was a major food distribution. So, and you can see, I mean, this really gives you a sense of, some of the needs, some of the importance this time of year of folks who are in need. Certainly want to provide that great Thanksgiving meal for their family because, no matter what you believe, partisan, Democrat, Republican, rich, poor, whatever it is, no matter where you're from, you hope that others are able to get together with their families, with their friends, with their loved ones, maybe even with some strangers coming together on a day like Thanksgiving, and are able to give thanks and are able to share in that love. And so an organization like this, Catholic Charities, is able to distribute turkey and trimmings and milk and eggs and produce, and everything that you might need. So this is one of many events that will be happening in the city over the next couple days, certainly even as we lead up to the Christmas holiday as well. Okay, so that's Live View 3. That's what's going on. But also want to tell you just sort of a little bit more about, there's a couple stories that are happening this morning that aren't necessarily breaking live right now, but are really burning up our YouTube channel, really burning up some of our social media. So I want to talk a little bit about that. The first one is, what a mystery this thing is. It's the Louvre heist, which is, of course, that museum in France, the Louvre Museum. And French authorities this morning have arrested 4 more suspects, all tied to the high-profile jewel heist. Now, if you didn't hear about this, I don't know what's going on, but this was, just such an international caper, where they broke in to that museum during broad daylight, and they were able to make off with millions of dollars worth of these crown jewels. The case centers on the major theft, valuable jewelry, and exhibit inside the world-famous museum. There were earlier arrests that did happen, already linked multiple people to the operation. So it really suggests that there's a larger coordinated network behind the crime. Prosecutors really aren't given a lot of details right now. The identity roles of those suspects, they really haven't been released. We don't know much about who these people are. Were they Americans? Were they French citizens? Were they, part of the EU, the European Union? Those are all very important questions. Another important question, where are the jewels? They can't find them. That's a problem. So they got these people, they're looking for the jewels. All right, so let's talk about something else that's happening. This is a little bit closer to home, and this is the porch pirate story. So we got that one there. Yeah, there we go, the porch pirate story. This is out on Long Island, and that's the district attorney, Suffolk County, Ray Tierney. What a crazy story this is. Operation took place across 30 towns on Long Island, Suffolk County, October 23 and through February 25. That's when this was all taking place. So not necessarily recently, some of the accusations, but over a long period of time. And they cracked this case wide open. 14 people indicted for running a sophisticated porch pirate enterprise, targeted high-value FedEx deliveries. So mostly they're looking at cell phones. So they would kind of get tipped off, insider information. Who's working from the inside? Who's giving them that information? They got tracking numbers. They got receipt names. They got delivery times. They got device types. They know what's going to be happening. They know when it's going to be delivered. They walk up. Look at this guy. Look at this guy right here. Look at him take that box. He doesn't even care. He's walking up, taking the box like he owns the place. Then he walks away, gets in the car. And then they start to sell these things, not just around here. Like some of these phones will end up all over the world. So that's another case. I think we have a quick piece of sound from Ray Tierney, who's the DA out there in Suffolk County. Let's take a listen to what he's saying.
We decided to investigate that pattern. They had the technological ability to unlock the phones and utilize them either as internet devices or communication devices or both.
All right, so that was Ray Tierney. Again, this is that porch pirate operation. You see these guys, they got some information about when the cell phones were going to be delivered, 2013 to 2015. This is during the summer. He rolls up in his shorts, steals a phone, get in the car, drive away, crime completed. Anyway, so all right, so what else is going on? Let's go over to, I think this is in Queens. So let's go to Queens, and this is a drag racing situation. Just look at this video. What are these people doing out there? All right, so there are 2 suspects that they're looking for. The NYPD is looking for 2 people in this incident. NYPD released photos of 2 young men, both believed to be 18 to 24 years old. They are wanted in connection with the violence that we see here during an illegal car meetup. I mean, we're talking about drag racing, essentially. This is the Malba. I'm not too familiar with that area of Queens, but it's in Queens. Happened over the weekend, and you could see the Vicky for NYC, so that's Vicky Palladino. She's a city council person, and so she posted this video. I don't know if she took the video or if somebody maybe gave it to her, and then she just released it publicly. But this is all like 141st Street and 11th Avenue. I mean, they describe it as a quiet residential neighborhood, but boy, it was noisy this weekend. A hot spot for illegal car gatherings, and the councilwoman posted the video from the night, showed dozens of cars drag racing, revving engines, blocking streets, drawing crowds, young people, faces covered. A local homeowner and his wife were actually confronted. They confronted a group of teens who came onto their property, and that group turned on them. I think we were looking at that before, as you see FDNY members trying to put out a fire. And then there was a car that caught fire all during the chaos. It's apparently been going on for a while. So they're trying to find 2 people involved with that. So I don't know if we have a piece of sound from that. Yeah, we do. Okay, so let's take a listen. This is some people out there, what they're dealing with. Let's listen.
Walked outside and told the guy, get the F off my property. And then it just escalated. They have no care in the world. They have no respect. They're all messed up. Everybody's videotaping.
Yeah, you hear that? Revving those engines. All right, so we hope they catch those people who are responsible for that, kind of bring a little justice to the situation out there. That's Queens. All right, so we just kind of wrapped up some of the stories that we've been tracking in our newsroom. We'll hear more about that in our linear broadcast. And by linear, I mean the one that's on actual Channel 5, which you can, of course, stream Fox Local. We can go to that beautiful picture. People don't need to see. Look at this. Look at this guy right here. But then we go outside. It looks much better. All right, so we'll go to a quick break. And when we come back, I think we're going to play a little game. And we're going to take a look at how much things cost in 1992 compared to what they cost now. Christmas time here in the city. You look up 6th Avenue. They got that Christmas tree lit. We'll be right back. All right, 3, 2, 1, off we go. It is 10:50 on a Tuesday morning. I'm Dan Bowens. Thank you so much for joining us here on Newsroom Live. And by live, man, we mean it. So let's take, you see the zooming, that camera zooming in and out right over there, live view 4. So that is happening literally right now. That is, we're across the river here. We're in Paterson, New Jersey, just beyond, there she is, in the white sweater, the blazer and the turtleneck. And that's the mayor of Paterson as well, standing right next to her, sharing a little coffee. So that's Governor-elect Mikey Sherrill. So let's see if we can sneak. Let's see if we can hear what are they talking about over there. Let's see if we can listen in a little bit.
It'll make you more wisdom.
Where is the guarantee from? Correct. I thought you said carrots. Because it tastes kind of like carrot cake. It has a little sweetness to it, right? Yeah. It's kind of like chai, right? Yeah. Okay, kind of mix. It's very good.
Mommy, I doesn't believe the secret is taking off.
It really is. It is so exciting. I got ranchers that are rocky. Long Beach. That is Andre.
All right, so that's Governor-elect Mikey Sherrill. Let's stay with the picture. We can maybe, there we go. All right, City of Paterson. So that's Mayor Andre Saya, the mayor of Paterson, New Jersey. We might be able to go to that big little picture there so we can kind of see us both there. Okay, so that's Governor-elect Mikey Sherrill in Paterson, New Jersey, along with the mayor. It looks like they might be in kind of like a bakery there. I think actually that's the Silk Cafe. So the Silk Cafe. So what's the governor doing this morning? Governor-elect doing this morning. Obviously, she will take office after winning the election in New Jersey, overcoming Jack Ciattarelli, and she is getting ready, I believe, to hear from some people in the community, because this is part of her transition public survey, where New Jersey residents will be able to and are encouraged to share their ideas, priorities for the administration. So the teams are sort of combining subject matter with experts and everyday people. Let's see. Okay, so let's take a listen. I think Andre Saya is gonna introduce her. Let's go listen live.
Her first stop was the city of Paterson. So it goes to show, Bob Garashi was there. It goes to show that you didn't forget where it all started, and you're going to continue to focus your efforts on positioning Paterson and Passaic County for continued progress. This is a perfect place to host an event like this. It's a family-owned and operated business. In fact, at one time, it was a very famous hot dog stand, Libby's Lunch, because I believe the Texas Wiener, Mr. Chairman, was invented in the city of Paterson. Fun fact. I don't know if it'll get you anywhere, but it's true. So this family-owned and operated business, it was once an abandoned property, and we transformed it into what you could see as a state-of-the-art cafe. And we're proud of the fact that hundreds of people come here every day, and they have opinions on how they feel state government should operate. And it's only fitting that you come here to unveil a survey so that you can solicit opinions from the very people that supported you in this last election. So we are profoundly proud of you, and we are eternally grateful for the fact that you're back in Paterson and you have exciting news to share. Thank you, Governor-elect.
Well, thank you. And what a great place to host this here in Silk City. It was reminding me of Bill Pascrell, who someone just handed me a beautiful, Bob handed me a beautiful picture of him as I walked in. And I'll tell you, I mentioned several times that the priest at the mass that was given after his death said, he was reminded of a quote, "Hope has two beautiful daughters, anger and courage. Anger at the way things are, and the courage to make a difference."
Amen.
And I think both of those things were on full display in this last election. New Jersey is angry at the way things are. It's not acceptable that too many people across this state are food insecure in the richest nation in the world. It's unacceptable that we're seeing services on education and innovation being attacked at the federal level. It's unacceptable that there is an attempt to take away health care from millions of people across this country. And so that's why I think the people of New Jersey spoke and said that we have the courage to make change, to make a difference. And in order for me to fulfill my commitment to the people of New Jersey, I need to hear from all of you. That's why we're putting out a survey today, to hear exactly what it's going to take. I've spoken to thousands of people across the state. I want to continue to hear from people and make sure everyone has inroads into my government. So please register your concerns, talk to us, go to newjersey.com/govelect so that we can hear from everyone, so we can continue to make that change that the people of New Jersey are demanding and really are owed.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
So I want everyone.
All right, so we just heard there from Governor-elect Mikey Sherrill. One of the beauties here of Newsroom Live, we weren't sure if we were going to be able to sort of check in with her And obviously it's not a format where I can yell questions, but she is able to, and we are able to sort of hear, I mean, this is kind of like a little behind the scenes. Like normally, whenever we package this story or we present this story later on, we wouldn't be able to sort of give you this inside look of what it was like to be there when this is happening, you know, what sort of the full extent of the comments that she made. That's one of the beautiful things about being able to do this live, and it's raw. And so the governor may or may not, the governor-elect may or may not know it's raw, know it's being broadcast live, but certainly that is the expectation these days because of how things are streamed out. So again, this is part of her, and this is again in New Jersey. If you're not familiar with who that is, in the cream-colored, the white-colored turtleneck and blazer there, Governor-elect Macy Sherrill. She's in Paterson, New Jersey, a cafe which sounded like it was a cafe that had been abandoned, that was sort of part of an economic recovery. I found it interesting that she's in Paterson. Paterson, very much a working class town. Let's hear what this gentleman is saying, because this is somebody who's talking directly to the governor-elect. Let's hear what he's saying.
A way in which young people can have a voice in your transition process.
So they can take the survey, but also we are continuing to work with young people across the state in the groups in colleges and universities, and we'll soon be announcing different ways in which people can apply for internships going forward, because I think that's really important.
So wonderful, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bob.
We can turn to some questions from the press. Sure. Governor, can you speak to us a little bit specifically as to how it will work? You mentioned the website. Can people just go on there? How long is the questionnaire? What kind of questions? What does it say specifically, since I haven't seen it, if you don't mind?
So it's we're launching it today, and so people can go on and fill out the information that they want in the areas that they want to register information in some open-ended areas as well, so that people can really engage on those key areas that they want to engage on. We also have announced last week, I believe, the task forces. We have some members of our task forces here who these are people across the state who are key stakeholders in areas too, and they will also be getting information on the concerns of the community as they kind of focus their work on those things to deliver for people. As I've said to the people of New Jersey as I ran over the last year, if it's keeping you up at night, it's going to keep me up at night as your governor. So we are going to be working together, all of us, on probably some pretty late nights, making sure we are addressing the needs of people across the state.
Since this is New Jersey, and I think...
All right, so again, you're hearing from Governor-elect Macy Sherrill in New Jersey, taking some of those questions. We're going to sort of have the full report of what's going on there in Paterson a little later. She's there with the mayor, Mayor Mayor Andre Saya in New Jersey. I want to end, though, or if we can, I mean, we've kind of come through so much today. We've heard from the governor-elect. We've heard from Governor Kathy Hochul. We've heard from Cardinal Timothy Dolan. We were at Bronx, the Hunts Point Market. But one thing that we're sort of talking about this holiday season, this Thanksgiving, trying to spread that love. So as we take a live look, we'll start again here, Live View 3. It's in our Input 2 section, our big board of video. This is where they're giving out turkeys, Catholic Charity, the Upper West Side.
Thanks for watching Fox 5's Newsroom Live. We're now joining Live Now's nonstop stream of live